Welcome to the simulation portion of the California Board of Pilot Commissioners Trainee Candidate Examination. The purpose of this presentation is to familiarize you with the location of some of the equipment on the bridge that you may want to use and to demonstrate for you how to perform some basic tasks on the Bridgemaster E radar and the Navisailor Ectus. In the packet that you have received are some equipment handouts that coincide with what you will see here. The navigation area used in this demonstration is not the same as that used in the simulation examination. On the overhead, above the navigation control console, is the instrument panel. Included in your orientation package is a descriptive view of the overhead instrument panel. Please refer to the handout. Since the original of this bridge demonstration video was created, there have been some changes in the appearance of the Ectus screen. A band across the top of the Ectus screen now shows navigational data, heading, speed, etc. The right side panel displays date, time, latitude, longitude, and environmental conditions. Included in your information packet is a view of the current Ectus display. The following section of this video shows the original Ectus display. The operation of the Ectus and the radar remains the same as is described here. Now, we will take a look at some of the displays located on the navigation control console. In the center of the console, directly in front of the helm, is a panel that shows the primary maneuvering information. Much of the information on this display is shown on the overhead panel just discussed. In the information packet you are given is a hard copy of the primary maneuvering panel with pertinent readouts labeled and indicated with arrows. Please refer to the handout. To the right of the maneuvering information panel, directly in front of the test candidate station, is the Navisailor Ectus. This Ectus will be pre-configured for the test scenario. The display consists of 4 primary areas. Across the top of the display is a band showing own ship's gyro heading, speed through the water, course over ground, and speed over ground. In the center of the panel is the main chart display with the Ectus chart and own ship's icon. The own ship's icon displays vectors for our own ship heading and speed, as well as for course over ground and speed over ground. Vector length will be preset to 3 minutes. AIS target vessel icons also appear on the main chart display. We will demonstrate shortly how to bring up AIS target vessels, vectors, and information. To the right of the main chart display is a vertical band containing the Ectus action buttons. This is where you can zoom in and out on the main chart display. Also, in this area, own ship's icon can be returned to the main chart display if lost. These functions will be demonstrated shortly. To the right of the action buttons is a panel displaying own ship's time, location, and environmental data. All actions on the Ectus are executed using the trackball and the right and left mouse buttons that are built in to the main console. To zoom in or out, the cursor is placed over the plus or minus action button. Depending on which action is desired, left-click on the plus or minus button. To acquire target information and initiate AIS target vectors, the cursor is placed over the desired target icon, and the cursor symbol will change to a box. Click and hold down the left mouse button. A panel will appear with all target vessel information, and the AIS target vector will be generated. If own ship's icon has moved off the visible area of the main chart display, it can be returned by placing the cursor over the ahead action button and clicking the left mouse button. Doing so will return own ship's icon to the visible area of the main chart display. On the starboard end of the navigation control console is the Bridgemaster E radar. There is an identical radar on the left side of the console for the mate's use. Both radars will be on and pre-configured for the test exercise. All actions on the radar are executed by using the trackball and the left and right mouse buttons built into the main console. In order to change the range scale, use the trackball to place the cursor on either the plus or minus sign in the upper left portion of the screen. Left-click on the plus sign to increase the range, and left-click on the minus sign to decrease the range. To obtain the range and bearing to an object, simply use the trackball to place the cursor on the desired object, and the true range and bearing to the object is displayed in the lower right corner on the screen. To acquire targets for vector generation, use the trackball to place the cursor over the desired target and left-click. A numbered gate will open on the target, and vector generation will be initiated. Be advised that vectors will be suppressed for 1 minute, and accurate target information may take up to 3 minutes from first acquired. Subsequent target acquires will be numbered sequentially. As ARPA-generated vectors appear on the radar, they will also appear on the map screen of the ECDIS. The ECDIS target will now have 2 vectors showing. One will be the AIS-generated vector, and the other will be the ARPA vector. The AIS vector emanates from the target's icon. The ARPA vector emanates from the solid green dot representing the tracked target. To cancel a target, use a trackball to place a cursor on the desired contact and click the right mouse button. To designate a contact not displayed, use the trackball to place the cursor on the acquired target and left click. The target designator will change to the selected target, and its information will be displayed.
On behalf of the California Maritime Academy, I would like to thank you for viewing this presentation. This has been a joint project of CMA Simulations, and SPELL, Sponsored Projects Extended Learning. SPELL, your West Coast port, providing training, development, and consulting solutions for industry and the maritime community. California Maritime Academy, anchored in tradition, committed to the future.